Welcome back, everyone, to the Countdown to Kickoff show. You just saw the ad about DraftStreet.com, an opportunity for you to play for free fantasy football this final weekend of the season and take a shot at winning $300 of my money. And Steve, we had one hell of a contest last week. I'm telling you, a guy with the username of Jay Washik won the contest over a guy with the username Parrothead.
By a nose hair.
But yeah, that's about it. I mean, 6/100ths of a point. And I think the guy with the username Parrothead, he is regretting going with Rex Grossman
The Shanahan rule.
One of his quarterback choices. The other guy who won it, he had Drew Brees. I think that last touchdown drive that got him the Marino record on Monday night probably won you the contest this week. Guys, listen, it is a free contest. And unlike your father's fantasy league football, this is instant gratification.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's week to week. And for those of you out there like me who always hated fantasy football because you didn't want to wait an entire season to make your money, now with DraftStreet.com, it's week in, week out. Every week is a new season. They're also going to have playoffs coming up as well. You'll be able to play that. You play our contest, and Al, I beat you now 4 weeks in a row. I think I squeezed by you this week by 2 positions. I'm getting better, guys. Follow me.
47th place for Steve, 49th place for me. And listen, guys, it is a free entry. All you got to do is go to DraftStreet.com or come to our website and click on any of the ads, and it'll bring you right there. And you use my last name, DeMarco, for free entry into the contest. And it doesn't matter if you've played every single week this season. Guys, you are eligible to play again. And if you haven't played yet, what are you waiting for? It's a free entry. It takes less than 10 minutes to put together your team. And the top 7 finish in the money. And it's $300 of my money at stake. And you know, if we were to do the quick math here, $300 times 17, it's just been a disaster this year for me. Because I've only finished in the money twice this whole season. He's finished in the money 3 times, so we've got a lot riding in this last week's contest, guys. Again, you go to DraftStreet.com, you enter my last name, DeMarco, you have to draft a team, and every player in the league has a monetary value. So you're playing general manager with a salary cap, couple of quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end. Put it all together, takes you less than 10 minutes. You've got until 1 o'clock Eastern time today to finalize your roster, and again, you're not waiting till February after the Super Bowl to see who's going to win the darn thing. It is instant gratification. When the last game goes tonight between the Giants and the Cowboys, when that is over, the league and the money is settled.
And once again, hopefully, I will be victorious over Al. That'll make 5 in a row.
Well, let's move back to the real money here, and let's get to 2 of our final games here. First of all, AFC East battle between the Jets and the Dolphins. I'll tell you, the Jets absolutely no-showed last week against the Giants. What a pathetic performance. If you need Mark Sanchez to throw the ball 59 times, you have no shot at winning. When you go 4 for 21 on 3rd down conversion tries, you've got no shot for winning. And it's not like the Giants played that well last week, guys. Eli Manning, awful game. Giants just as pathetic on 3rd down and conversions.
They gave the Jets every opportunity to get back in that game. The Jets just refused to do it.
I mean, the Jets had a 22-11 advantage in first downs. They also had a time of possession advantage by almost 12 minutes in that game, and yet they were down 20-7. 29-14 was your final. You know, the first time these two met, it was early in the season, a Monday nighter. It was the first game after Chad Henne's injury where the Dolphins put Matt Moore in the lineup, and he struggled that night. They lost 24-6. Darrelle Revis had the 2 big interceptions, one of them going 100 yards for the touchdown return.
Actually, it was a bad call because he was pass interference. They didn't call it, and that kind of changed the momentum where Miami came out in that game. If you remember, kind of guns blazing, doing real well, marched right down the field. Then they had that call or no call on Darrell, and how that turned around. It really changed the whole game for the Jets and for the Dolphins.
Right, and you know, it took the momentum away. I had the Jets on the under that night, but in this go-round, I'll tell you what, I think the Jets are cooked. Yeah, mathematically, they've got a slim playoff possibility still, but I like the Miami Dolphins in this one. They're playing so well. Yeah, they blew the 17-0 lead at New England last week, but I told you they'd easily cover the 9-point number. I like them in this particular spot with the way Reggie Bush has come on strong. 519 yards rushing the last 4 games, averaging over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, I liked Miami last week, too. You asked me if I liked them outright. I said no, thank God, because you wouldn't let me live that one down. But look, in this game, I think Miami is the best team out of all the teams that aren't going to make the playoffs. I think Miami is playing the best ball in that bunch. This game is not about the Dolphins versus the Jets. this game and this season for the Jets have been the Jets versus the Jets. First of all, they got no offense whatsoever. In the beginning of the season, they trust Mark Sanchez. They're a passing team. Middle of the season, they don't trust Mark Sanchez anymore. They're a running team. Then they're passing again. Then they're running again. They really have no clue whatsoever. They're a defensive team, right? But they don't have an impact defensive player on the line that can rush the quarterback. Every time they want to get after the quarterback, they got to bring all kinds of blitz packages, which leaves their backfield open. I mean, their leaves downfield open. This Jets team, they're really not good at defense. They're really not good at offense. I don't think they're good at anything. I can't play the Jets here. I got to go with the Dolphins at home.
Yeah, I think Rex Ryan has done a lousy job this year. I think they've got to change offensive coordinators. And listen, Ryan's the guy who's the defensive guru, and this team has been pathetic all season long, so I'm with you. Last game here, Oakland and San Diego. The Chargers no-showed last week at Detroit. That was obvious, so much for that 3-game winning streak. Raiders managed to pull off the overtime win in Kansas City, 16-13 to stay alive, but they need some help. Of course, at the same time, Denver's playing Kansas City this week. They need the Broncos to lose that game, obviously, to still stay alive and keep their postseason hopes going. I like Oakland in this spot. Oakland went to San Diego on a Thursday night game early this season. Michael Bush had a big game, 30 carries, 157 yards, a season high. Carson Palmer threw for 299 yards and 2 touchdowns, and they really dominated in that 24-17 win, and it was a much bigger lead they had at one point in that game. The final score really wasn't indicative of how they dominated. I just don't think the Chargers show up here. I mean, they're just playing out the string. Going to be a new coach, maybe a new GM, wholesale changes in San Diego.
Absolutely. And you know what? In the back of my head is that voice that from you that always says, don't bring last week's loss into this week. But Al, I can't help it. I mean, this San Diego team is just pure garbage. And like you said, everybody knows North Turner's completely gone next year. No chance of him returning. I like Oakland here. I think it's going to be one of these close games. Maybe can be decided by the last play of the game. I would call Geico, major medical boy, get that 3 down to 2.5. Because you might need that extra half a point.
Well, you have to buy insurance when you're looking at this number and when you're considering it's the Raiders. This is a team that repeatedly shoots itself in the foot. 15 penalties last week at Kansas City and 3 for 11 in third down conversions. How they won the game is miraculous enough, considering that Kyle Orton torched their secondary for almost 300 yards in that game. I mean, this is a team that's been penalized 155 times this year for nearly 1,300 yards. They're going to break the single-season record, in fact, for flags being thrown against them. So, again, we like Oakland. Go ahead and buy down the half point. And, guys, this is going to conclude this year's edition of the Countdown to Kickoff show. But remember, of course, you can go online. All of our handicappers have free picks every single day. And, of course, I have a daily video report every day, free to watch, no purchase necessary. You can get free picks, free money-saving coupon codes, discount saving offers, everything. Just go and watch my daily video reports.
Yeah, and I just want to say Happy New Year to my wife, to my kids, and to Johnny Bags down at Penn Station. Thanks for all the tips, baby. I love you.
There you go. Steve wrapping it up. And listen, guys, we will be back next season for our 5th straight year, nationwide on TV and on Fox Sports as well with the Countdown to Kickoff show. To all of you out there, for Steve Boudin, Al DeMarco, Happy New Year to you all.